Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing a sketch challenge again using the November 2016 hip kits. And there's a picture of the sketch that we're doing, and here's the cut file that I'm going to be using in the sketch. And this is just some pictures of the layout, and I just want to kind of show you guys a starting off point just to strike your interest in the sketch. And I'm just going to give you my take on the sketch, and I'll be doing this every week to give you guys a feel of, how I picture or how I would incorporate the products in each month's kit into the sketch. So here I'm just kind of showing you just some of the products that I'm going to be using, and this is a lot to start out with, but I don't end up using a lot of this, but this is just kind of where my mind was going and what things I liked for this layout. So here I'm just using one of the Hip Kit Club exclusive papers. This is a Snow and Cocoa from Crate Paper, both of those pieces of paper. And then I just have some white cardstock that I'm going to be using for a base for my background. Okay, so in the sketch it has 3 banners going down the middle of it. So I'm going to do these pretty wide and big just because on the sketch they were pretty wide too, so I'm just going to keep the same kind of idea whenever I go into my layout. And I like having these sketches because it's a good starting point for somebody that feels stuck. And I know, like, when we get our kits each month, a lot of people feel overwhelmed because of all the products and they just don't know what to use yet, and they feel nervous using such pretty products. But these are why we do the sketches, is just to try to get you into the feel of your kits and, using your products. And sometimes it's just a good starting off point. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cut those banners, and I just am showing you kind of where I'm going with this layout. This is kind of the idea that I had. I'm going to go through these products just to show you. That is a Project Life card with the snowflakes on there, and one of the ephemera pieces from Snow and Cocoa. And then, as you can see here, I felt like the checkered was a little too much contrast for the back, so I settled for this nice chevron neutral color, and it's like a gray. So I swapped that out, but I'm still going to use that checkered. That's a Project Life card that was one of the exclusives. And then that's just a leftover little bag that I had from the kits. So I'm going to go ahead and glue everything down. And again, whenever you're going into the sketch, just remember your main focus is your photo. You're telling the story, so your photo needs to really speak in your layouts, as well as the products do too. So, but you just want to make sure you don't have too much pattern going on. Too many bright colors. So that's why I like the sketches too, because it just gives you a good starting off point, like I said. So in this layout I just try to keep my background not too vibrant, but more toned down a little, and then my photo is just really bright and colorful, so that's really going to stick out. Okay, so I glued that down. And then I'm going to go in and I'm going to start gluing down the back, just layering up the back of my photo. So I really wanted to use that checkered paper. I thought it was really pretty, so I didn't waste it. I did use it, incorporate it in my layout since I already did cut it down. And then this is where I kind of fiddle around with the layering just to see what works best and looks good. But I felt like those snowflake prints were really cute and just broke up the background a little bit, so I really wanted to incorporate that. Okay, so there I have it. I have it all fiddled with. I was fiddling with it for a little bit because I'd already glued some pieces down, but I like how that turned out, the layering behind it. Okay, and this is I didn't have, in the sketch it shows 2 photos. I don't have 2 photos that go along with this, so I decided to put my journaling here on the left, and I really like that because it gives me a lot of space to journal, And this little card was perfect for journaling too. So I really like how that worked out. So I'm just layering up just some ephemera pieces and just some leftover stuff that I had. I had a little strip of that checkered paper that's on the right to the left side now, just to keep it consistent. I'm going to add some pink thread just to give some different texture and color. And I'm going to add another little snowflake, and this was the cut file that I showed you at the beginning. I just put those through my Silhouette, and I cut them out, and they're the same size. I didn't resize them or anything, but they're just light blue color. And again, I could have went with a different color for the cut files, like maybe a pink would have been really cute. But I was just using the scraps that I had and just working with what I already had. So I cut out the other piece of that ephemera piece from the Snow and Cocoa ephemera pack, and I didn't want to waste it, so I cut it, and I made like a little tab there on the right side where my photo is. Going in, adding some more thread, and gluing that down. I just love how this came together. Those sketches are so helpful. It makes your layout just go so much quicker. You don't have to do a lot of thinking about where everything's going to go because it's just already there for you. Okay, so for my title, I want to use this, the Pink Fresh Studio Oh Joy, and I hadn't used the blue ones yet, so I thought it was perfect to use because I did have a lot of pink going on in this layout. So bringing in the blue was a good mixture of bringing in the blues and the pinks, and I just really like how it looks. So I chose Reindeer Games. It's a fun, cute title, and they're just clowning around. And I'm going to go ahead and put my title down, taking off the backs of those. Another idea would be stitching them on there and putting it through your sewing machine. And I like how the games, I just kind of did it kind of wonky and wild just to give it that fun vibe because it's the word games. So I thought that was pretty cute. Then I'm going to go down here, I'm going to add these little sayings. This came in one of our kits, and those are exclusive from the Hit Kit Club. And I think it says Santa is coming to town. So I thought that was a really cute little saying. And then I'm going to go and add some more sequins. You guys, I have not ran out of this stuff, and I've used it on everything. And it's just the best because it's like one of my favorite products in these kits. So I get a little carried away adding these sequins everywhere. But they're really pretty, I can't help it. So, okay, so gluing some of those down. I was trying to figure out what to put beside the reindeer, the title right there, Reindeer Games. I didn't want to add too much because I felt like it was going to get lost in between like the picture and the pattern papers. So I ended up trying to fit some stuff over there, but I just left it alone because, again, I feel like everything was camouflaging in. So I just left it alone. I took off that little triangle you see. So, well, I hope this was helpful for you guys. I like the sketches. Let me know if you guys are liking the sketches and what you guys think. If you guys have any questions, leave them down in the comments below, and I will definitely answer those. You can find me on Instagram, on my blog, and on Facebook. So check me out there, and everything will be in the description below. And I do have some close-ups coming up at the end here. So, alright guys, thanks for watching. Bye.